Prime Minister, just on another matter, do you condemn the nasty abuse of people as they walked into a no event in Adelaide last night?
Well, I condemn nasty behaviour wherever it occurs. Wherever it occurs. We need to have a respectful debate. And here in the Royal Exhibition Building with such history, when I walk through down below there, if you look up on the roof, there's Latin sayings, including Carpe Diem, seize the day. On October 14, it will be an opportunity for people to seize the day. Seize the day and to finally recognise Indigenous Australians in our Constitution, but also to give them an advisory group so that we can listen to them to get better results. That's what's at stake on October 14.
What do you make of the tone, though, of the debate as it stands now, with almost 3 weeks to go? Are you concerned by the tone of the debate overall?
Well, of course, some of the tone of the debate has been unfortunate. That's the truth. What I would say to people is be respectful. I respect every Australian, regardless of whether they're going to vote yes or whether they're going to vote no. What I would say about the debate is that people should actually debate the question that is before the Australian people. That is really clear, really clear. So it's about, in recognition of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples as the first peoples of Australia, that's the recognition bit. And then it just says there shall be a body called the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Voice. It then says what it'll do. It may give advice on matters relating to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. And the third is the primacy of the Parliament, that the legislation which will cover the procedures and the composition and the other issues, just as legislation and the primacy of Parliament remains. So there has been a significant fear campaign going on, raising a whole lot of issues that won't be impacted by October 14, including issues in which people in the no camp, Warren Mundine has a very different view from Jacinta Price, who has a different view from Peter Dutton. Peter Dutton appears to want for this referendum to be defeated, for him to win the next election, then have another referendum. That, to me, makes no sense. To reject what Indigenous people are asking for, which is a very modest and simple request.
As the Minister
Ministry says it's raised concerns with the Indian government about its alleged role in
the death of British Sikh activist in Canada. Have you raised those concerns personally with Mr Modi at the G20, and do you regret calling him a boss when he visited in Australia?
Seriously? You should chill out a bit. You know, we're at a venue where Bruce Springsteen played the last time I was there, and I made the point that the reception he got from the community, which was a very broad-based community, were there, from the Indian diaspora, welcomed him very strongly. It's as simple as that. So I welcomed Prime Minister Modi to Australia, as I welcome other guests to Australia as well. I have had the privilege of being at the G20 and at the G20 hosted by India. That was a major event which signalled in part the rise of countries in our region is very important, whether it be India, Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines. These are all important relationships.
Have you been today from the
I don't talk about Five Eyes intelligence at a press conference, funnily enough. That's why it's called intelligence, is because we don't speculate on what the intelligence is. So I don't intend to talk about Five Eyes intelligence here or anywhere else.